accidentally put the black one. I want to get the white one. I don't mind the color black. My newer Kindle is black, but oh my gosh, I'm not racist. I have black friends. That's exactly what that sounded like. We're not living in 2019. We're living in the good old year of 2026, where everything is high. Hey, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, so let's catch up. Hi, how's it going? What have I been up to? Because you guys asked. Y'all did not, but in my head y'all did. I had mentioned a few times, I believe in other videos, that I was job hunting, and I did end up getting another job from where I was. And I knew that that was gonna change, you know, my schedule. Just because anytime I have a big change in my life, and sometimes even a small change, it doesn't matter. It always affects my reading and just my day-to-day life. It always affects that. I started this job back in March. I'm gonna make 3 months there sometime next week. And actually, I remember realizing when my reading was slowly but surely going down. Where I was before, how long did I work there? I think I would have made 5 years. I would have made 5 years at my other job in June. So I was there about 4 years and some months. I started working from home at the beginning of this year because I just went home. I knew I could do the job from home, and my manager let me, so I was home. And I remember when I was working a little before I put in my 2 weeks, I remember my reading was going down. Like, I wasn't reading as much. I still had some videos that I was trying to work on, but it wasn't really going anywhere. And then I put in my 2 weeks, and then yeah, my reading just went down tremendously. I was still reading, just not as much. I wasn't really finishing books. Now, with that being said, there is no month that I never finished a book. I do have some books that I did complete in the month, just not that many. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to record a video and it just goes nowhere because I have a new schedule. However, I do have an hour lunch. So I think the reading time is still there. However, it's the editing that's gonna get me. I'm gonna really have to manage my time. I can't tell you how many books, especially last month, that I read and wanted to post about and talk about. Yeah, but now you have to edit the video. And it's like, I can't say that after I post this video, if this one is posted, after I post this, I'm gonna wanna do another one. You know what I mean? So it's like, am I back? Or do I just wanna kinda get this video out the way, and then next thing you know, it's 2 weeks and I still haven't posted again? I don't know. Here we are. I thought I was back last month because I read I think I read like 8 books or something, which was totally different, and maybe more than 8, which was a huge difference from the months prior. And then this month, I don't even know if I finished a book yet. My issue right now, my stomach is growling. I want another e-reader, which is what I'm looking at. I was debating on, and I'll tell you why. I have 2. Here's the thing. First of all, it's my money. Use it when you need it. What commercial is that? I forgot. Is that the General? It's your money. Use it when you need it. I don't know. No, that can't be the General. I don't know. I do have 2 Kindles. There's always a reason why I want another device, another e-reader. There was a reason why I wanted another Kindle after this one. This is my first one, but I still use both. I use both. I'm a Kindle girly through and through, just because Kindles are perfect for me, because majority of what I read, hell, more than majority, you could say almost all, are Kindle Unlimited books. It's easy to read that on a Kindle device, or an Amazon device. But I do want another e-reader. Problem is, I don't want another Kindle. I do not want an Amazon device. Listen, I'm an Amazon hater. I still have my Kindles. I still obviously have KU, so I'm still like subscribed and stuff. But if I can help myself and the next e-reader that I get is not from Amazon, I'ma do it. Problem is, if majority of what I'm reading are Kindle Unlimited books, it's gonna make it difficult to get another e-reader. So I was between a Kobo, specifically a Kobo Kobo Libra color, a Books device, not the Books Palma, that's too small for me. The Books Leaf, the Books Page, and there's another Books device that I liked, and the Big Me B7 or whatever. The thing is, I want an e-reader that has buttons. Okay, which I could get the Kindle Oasis, but they don't make that anymore, so I would have to get it secondhand. There's no issue with that. I just don't know how I feel about getting a device secondhand. It's one thing to get a vehicle, but a device, I don't know. I just can't. And I've thought about it, because that's the best way to do it now, but I want it new, you know? I made my decision. I want to get the Kobo Libra color. There's still some issues with that. All of these devices that I've just named are so much more expensive than Kindles, especially for the ones that I have my eye on, right? The Kobo Clear or whatever, that's fine. It's 100 something, but the one that I want is 2 something. It is on sale right now, which is why I have my laptop out, because I said the next time they had a sale, I would get it. And I want to get it specifically from Kobo. I'm going to double check. I think it's cheaper to get it from Kobo. Like the taxes is a little less on Kobo versus Amazon, but I'm gonna try both. But the reason why I decided not to get a Books and or a Big Me is because yes, you can use them as e-readers, but they're e-ink tablets. My issue with all three, right, the Kobo, the Books, and the Big Me is that I don't know if the cost of the devices are gonna justify me getting them. I can justify getting the Kobo because it's just an e-reader. Now, mind you, it's expensive as hell for just an e-reader, but I like knowing that I'm getting it just for that. I don't know how I would feel about getting an e-ink tablet over 200 something dollars, and I'm literally only planning to read on it. But I'm only gonna get my reading apps, and it's like I'm not planning on doing anything else on it. But that also reminds me the disadvantages with getting a Kobo. So I mentioned I want the Kobo Libra color. I don't care about the color. I don't need color. I don't read manga. I don't read comic books. And I'm nervous that having my e-ink device in color, I could potentially face other issues that I don't face with an e-reader in black and white. Because obviously I'm planning on keeping this device for a while. Also, the main reason why I want another e-reader is to read my library books. Now you're probably like, girl, you can send it to your Kindle. I've mentioned this before, I cannot. So my library only uses one e-reader and audiobook app. We don't have multiple, we don't have Hoopla and Libby, and we have one. It's called Cloud Library. I think it's the way that their books are stored on there. Like, you know how you have certain things like .pdf, .xtl or whatever, .txt, .epub. I think it's the way that they're saved on there or downloaded or whatever. They're not compatible with Kindles, period. It'll tell you like a Kindle Paperwhite. No, girl, it's not compatible with any Kindle, I guess, unless you have like an Amazon Fire tablet, which is why I wanted an e-ink tablet, because, you know, something that runs on Android. That way I could download all my apps. I could download my library app, my Kindle app. I would have everything on it, but I don't want that anymore. I want my Kobo. So yeah, now the issue is I believe I can still download my books on there. It just might take a little bit, like, you know, like to send it to it or something, because again, we don't use Libby, so I can't just log into Overdrive. We don't have that anymore. Why they got away from that, I don't know. I think it had to do with you get a little bit more options and more variety with Cloud Library and how they're able to get the books, and it's not that much of a wait time, to be honest. It's not a bad app. I enjoy the app. It's just I can't tell you the last time I read a library book, specifically an ebook, because I don't want to read on my iPad. First of all, it's too big, and then I don't want that kind of LED screen. I want my e-ink for my eyes. I'm gonna log into or sign in to Kobo. I'm gonna put it in my cart and everything just to see what's my password. Yeah, this is their summer sale. So the Kobo Libra color is originally $259.99. And the reason why I'm gonna go ahead and get it now, I have never seen it cheaper than $229.99, which is what it is now. Obviously, it would be cheaper to get a Kobo Clara black and white because it's also in black and white, but like I mentioned, I want an e-reader with buttons. And the Kobo Sage is out, it's sold out. But it's also too big. That's an 8-inch display screen. The display screen alone is 8 inches. I don't know how big the actual device is. That's just too big. And I'm not picky. Like, I don't need no stylus, no case, no nothing. We don't need none of that. I did think about getting a case. It's just, I feel like I can get it for cheaper from somewhere else. You're telling me you have to purchase the power adapter for a Kobo? It don't just come with it? See, and I'm one of those. I like to have, zoom in, I can't zoom in more. I like to have the actual adapter. And this is just the adapter, it's not the cord. I'm so confused. Why is that being sold separate? I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna put that one in there. I've made some changes as well. It's only been like a week. It's been a week since I cut out soda, and it's been a little over a week. And I think it makes a week today since I cut out the amount of excess sugar that I was taking in, so like candy, chocolate. Where I work now, I have a candy dish, a candy bowl, and I also make the purchases there. And I was telling my coworkers, a few of them, that I had gotten, I restocked on the candy, and I got more of the Hershey's, and that's my thing, right? Chocolate is candy, but you're not gonna say I want a piece of candy when you want chocolate. You're gonna say you want a piece of chocolate. I'm a chocolate fanatic, just regular chocolate. I don't need no Snickers, none of that. I do like a good Crunch bar. I do like a Kit Kat, a Reese's, like that, but not like a Snickers. Anything with like a caramel and crunchy, like a Payday bar. No, thank you. But we had these little Hershey's. I'm the one who ate them all. No one else took the Hershey's. Mind you, it was like a 3-pound bag, not of just Hershey. It had a mix, like Hershey, Cracker Jack, Cracker Barrel, I don't know, one of them cracker, but I ate all of the regular Hershey's. And I got so desperate one day because we had no Hershey's, just plain old milk chocolate. I ended up eating a dark chocolate. Which Hershey, the brand Hershey's dark chocolate, that's not the healthy kind of dark chocolate, so it's not bad. But I was so desperate one day that I started eating those. And then my birthday just passed. Today's June 19th, today's Juneteenth. My birthday was the 8th. I turned 20 plus 7, yeah. And I had a cookie cake. My mom got like a 12-inch, something pretty small. I ate it by myself. So let's look at the refurbished. Let's see if they got some more of those in stock. They did not. Sold out, sold out. And this is a purchase that you make on the laptop. You don't make this on no phone. Mind you, I have the app though, but I feel like I need to see it here. Now Kobo finally sends an email. I've been waiting to get an email, a text message from them that they were having a sale. I had to see it on Instagram that they were having a sale. And now they sent the text message 9:23 a.m. It's 9:27 a.m. right now. Kobo does have good sales, so I wouldn't mind if I, started buying ebooks now, and they sometimes have free ebooks. So I don't think it's gonna be a waste to get this Kobo, even though I'm really only getting it to read my library books. Oh, I was talking about candy. Yeah, so I've stopped that, and I've actually been drinking more water. I drink about 2 of these a day now. Mind you, I've only been doing this a few days. I have some electrolyte powder things that I put in here. I've only been doing that a few days as well. Okay, let's add it to my cart. No, wait, wrong one. I accidentally put the black one. I want to get the white one. I don't mind the color black. My newer Kindle is black, but oh my gosh, I'm not racist. I have black friends. That's exactly what that sounded like. So I'm not adding anything else. So I'm gonna do my checkout. See, taxes $11.50. Now let's do my work address. All these confirming stuff, golly. Is it the same? Hold on. I think I still want to have it sent to work anyway, even though the shipping looks to be the same. Because, not the shipping, the tax. Just because I don't want it just waiting at my house. I would rather get it there. Should I do shipping protection? It's $5. Okay, so let's try it on Amazon. Again, I'm pretty sure the taxes are cheaper on Amazon. I mean, it's more. Plus, I don't want it from Amazon though. I'm not even checking. The whole point of me getting this is because I don't want to get nothing from Amazon, Let me plug y'all in. And another reason I want to go back to my content, get back into my content, is because I bought this camera a few years ago. It needs to be used. I'm looking for another car. There's really nothing wrong necessarily with mine. I think I've just outgrown it, which isn't a bad thing. And I would rather take advantage of still living at home now, only really paying for groceries, because I buy our groceries here, paying off, my credit card. I just finished paying off my student loans June 1st, which I need to call them, and my car insurance. That's it. So it's like I kind of want to take advantage now and have a car note. The problem is, let me tell y'all, I drive currently a 2017 Toyota Corolla. I got it in 2019 when I was 20 years old. Well, actually, I got it on the 7th of June, which was the day before my birthday. So I was still 19 and 364 days. Something like that. I turned 20 the next day. But I got it when I was 20, you could say. I'm now 27. I've had the car for 7 years. So obviously, it's also been paid off. But I got it used. It wasn't that pre-certified used or anything. It was just pre-owned, like just regular used. And now, the stuff that the dealership where I got it from did to kind of like fix it up, it's now like going away. Like my gosh, the stuff that they like repainted, now that's kind of gone away. You can see what they repainted and it looks a mess. I also did not take care of it as well as I should. I'm not someone that really cares about taking care of a car. Just because my car, for me personally, it stays outside. We're not putting it when I get home. It's not going in a garage. It stays outside. You could go wash your car. You're leaving the car wash and you get into an accident and you total your car. Now you're just wasting money trying to take care of that car. However, I do understand the better you take care of it, the longer you can have it. And I am someone, I've had this one for 7 years. I am someone that when I get something, I do like to keep it. I am planning on taking better care of this car if I do get one. The problem is we're not living in 2019. We're living in the good old year of 2026 where everything is high. I do not want no $400 car note. I don't want no $500 car note. I'm gonna be pushing it to get a $300 car note. Do you know what my car note was when I got this car? Mind you, I didn't buy it, and my parents paid my car note for a few months, maybe a year, and then I started paying it. My car note was like $136 or $140 something. When I tell you I would double that car note, quadruple it, occasionally pay for something. I don't want to pay for something for one car note when I was paying for something for this car for 4 notes. Obviously, I know I'm also not going to get it in the 2s. But I don't know because obviously my mom just got a car. She got a new one. And it's like obviously she got, I'm not looking for one that expensive, which the one that she got was just 30 something thousand. That's not as expensive as a car that's 40 something thousand, right? I think her car was like 32. I'm not looking for a 32,000. I'm looking for something in the 20s. And obviously I'm gonna try and get it down a little bit. But because you asked, I'm looking at Honda. Mind you, I have a Toyota. My mom, we used to be a Toyota family. However, my mom just switched to Honda, the car she got before the one that she has now. So this is her second Honda. She drives a Honda CR-V. I'm looking at the Honda HR-V Sport. Mind you, I've done so much research on this car that now I know a lot about cars. I know what a trim is. A trim is like a brand or like a subcategory, a subgenre, if you will, right? You have a Honda, which is the make, is the model, make or model, I don't remember. Then you have, no, the make is Honda. The model would be like an HR-V, a CR-V. And then you have a trim. So it's like, what kind? What kind of bells and whistles does it have? And specifically, the HR-V has an LX, which is their most basic, a Sport, an EXL. I think that's all they have. I'm looking at the Sport. I would like to get the LX because it's the most basic, but the Sport isn't that much higher. But I want a Toyota. This is like, I love it. Because I feel like, okay, if you ask someone what are the 2 best reliable cars, which they've been saying after COVID, a lot of these cars, even Toyota and Honda have gone down. I got mine in 2019, so I couldn't tell you. I feel like if you really ask somebody to pick, I feel like they're gonna pick Toyota. They're so expensive. I saw that they have a RAV4. There is a certified pre-owned RAV4 2025 somewhere. I wouldn't mind getting that, but I didn't realize what trim it is. It's like limited, which is a high up there trim. It's not basic whatsoever, and you can't see the price. It says call for the price, which means it's probably gonna still be in the 30s, and that's too much. I've seen the Corolla Cross, and there's a Corolla Cross Hybrid. Again, they're expensive. They're in the 40s, like 40 something thousand dollars, 45, 35,000. That's too much, especially for me. But anyways, it's been 33 minutes. I'm just nervous. Oh, one of the reasons why I'm nervous to just get another car is because there's really nothing wrong with this one. And I'm sure it could last me a little while longer. I kind of do want something newer. I think they're already now selling the 2027 HRVs. I'm just nervous because I don't trust any of these new cars, and I don't know. It's like I don't want to get another car, sell this one, get rid of it, and I have this new car, and now this one just ends up being in the shop because I get a lemon. So that makes me nervous. I haven't even spoken about books yet, y'all. And I am still doing book related stuff, getting an e-reader. Okay, I did it, yay. So I can finally, and there's so many books, because let's talk about books now. I feel like for a while now, I haven't really been in the reading mood because I'm kind of tired of my Kindle books, because when I read on Kindle Unlimited, y'all know what I'm reading. I'm reading spice. Yeah, occasionally I'll read a thriller, a contemporary fiction, or horror, but for the most part, I'm reading adult romances. And most adult romances are gonna have adult themes. And I think it's getting a little tiring. And obviously I read so many other stuff from my library, and I have so many that I saved because I was hoping to get another e-reader. I've saved A Harlem Wedding, A Summer for the Books, A Tempest of Tea, Breakout, Champagne Taste on a Bad Boy Budget. I can't tell you how long I've been wanting to read that book, but my library doesn't have the physical copy. At least last time I checked, they didn't. But I haven't been in the mood to read any books physically. I've gotten a few ARCs. I attempted to start them, didn't really go anywhere. But yeah, there's so many that I want to read from my library. I just haven't done it yet. Obviously, because I don't want to have to read on my iPad. And I for sure don't want to read off my phone. I'll be darned if I do that. I've started a bunch of different books. Again, I don't think I've finished anything this month yet, and it's already June 19th. But I did start Ella Gets the D. It started off good, way too dang long. It's over 400 pages. This book, for sure, you could take off 100 pages if the author took out all this extra information. It's a romance. Obviously, so we have a girl named Ella, a woman named Ella. She's 39. She has 2 kids. A girl that's 4, Haley and Jackson. Haley is 4, Jackson is 6. At the very beginning of the book, she finds out, she sees it for herself. Her husband was cheating, literally in the act of cheating. And she leaves him, she divorces, well, she hasn't divorced him yet, but she wants to. But apparently where she lives, they have something where he can force her to not go through with the divorce, or if something happens. So they have a deal going on that as long as because she moved out of the house, as long as within a year she moves out from living with her friend named Morgan, which she's already accomplished that. She's living somewhere else. She gets a job and she does not have sex with anyone, they can go through with the divorce. But if she has any type of penetration from, someone else that's being done, and he can prove it, they're going to court or something. But anyway, so she has a best friend named Morgan. Morgan ends up letting her move into this townhome. I don't know what this is. It's like a townhome. I don't know. It almost looks like an apartment complex, but it's not. I think it is a townhouse. What she doesn't know is that Morgan has a younger brother who is 30 at the time. He ends up turning 31 at some point in the book. He lives there, but he also doesn't. He stays in London for the most part, but he comes down one night and they actually end up in bed together. She thinks she's dreaming and he thinks he brought home a woman from wherever he was, like not the club, like a pub or something. So that's how they first meet. It took forever to get there. They don't meet until, his name is Julian, I remember. They don't meet until 19%, going on 20% of the book. That's too long. So it is older woman, single parent. I love a good older woman romance, older woman, younger man. She's 39. He, at this point in time, is 31. I'm liking it. It's too long. I'm only 53% of the way now, 56 maybe. I still have another 200 pages. The reason why I kept going is because I had a feeling that this is one of those books where even though it took 20% to get to them interacting, I knew that once they did, I would really enjoy it. And I did once they started interacting with each other. But it's still like when I think about where I'm at in the book, they've just now started like really getting it on. Like obviously, again, she cannot have sex. But they have, you know, since that time that they spent that first night by accident, they have gotten together again. But when I think back of the rest of the book, they really haven't spent that much time together. It really feels like two different stories. Not two different stories, but like we're getting Julian's life. We're getting Ella's life. She's working this job and it's like they really haven't been together that much. So it's like I really want to take a break. I just don't know what else I want to read. So that's my update on the book. I have confidence that this one is gonna finally get out into the world. I don't have confidence about the videos to come after that, but that's it for today's video. If you stayed until the end, drop down a random emoji and I'll see you when I see you, I guess. Bye!